Hey everyone, welcome back to Shingle Acres. So today I am planting bell pepper seeds. Here in South Carolina, around Newberry, our last frost date is generally around the 1st of April. So it's time to start planting our pepper seeds. So we haven't had good luck with these in the past, but again, I think it's because I'm over planting in a small area and I didn't really give the seeds the best start. So with the kit I got this year, that you've seen in the microtom video and the bread and salt tomato video, I'm hoping I have better luck with these, and I'm not sure how many seeds remain in this. I still have the pack I ordered for this year, and as you can see, my husband, it drives me crazy, but I love seeds. I love growing things. So as soon as I got my seed pack from last year that we keep frozen, so it'll be good. I'm going to start by planting 12 of these. So I need to get my soil in my container. So usually with the Carolina Wonder peppers, we haven't had good luck, but I think it's because they're getting too much sun, and they're supposed to be full sun, but here in South Carolina, especially around the Midlands, we have super hot summers. So I think it gets too much, especially we usually are kind of dry in the summer, which we water our plants, but I think the way we've been doing it is a little bit not the best. So I'm going to try and redo all that this year too, and make sure we do like the fertilization like we're supposed to, and try and keep some of the pests from killing them, because that's part of it. Some of our plants, I'm not entirely sure what would kill them, but it's like something's eating the roots and it kills the whole plant. So we're going to try and prevent all that this year. We'll see if we're successful. A biscuit. So I've not marked this. Like I said, I am horrible. I know my yardstick's somewhere over that way, but I am horrible with like lengths and all that. These are supposed to be a 1/4 inch deep when we plant them. Oh, biscuits. So yeah, I would have been off on that one. So this is my little 1/8 inch marker. I'm not sure if you can still see it, but let's mark it for the 1/4 inch. Sorry guys, I usually stay on the struggle bus, so if I can hold it still. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to just make my mark all the way around to make this easier. Okay, there we go. So now I know how big or how deep the holes need to be, but I don't just like jab it in, because to be honest with you, that would be a very small hole to try and get the seeds in. So I just stick it into that depth in the soil and then just wiggle it around. So I have about that depth, this hole to plant the seed. In the past, I would just guesstimate and like use my fingers, but this little tool came with this kit I got off Amazon, so I'm gonna use it. And you know, it works, yes. But like I said, I'm horrible at doing depths and stuff, like guesstimating that kind of stuff. And like I said, I want to give the seeds the best start because I want some bell peppers this year. Alright, so we're planting the California Wonder Peppers from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. And as usual, I'm going to put 2 per spot. And these sprout within 7 to 10 days. But who knows, they may be like my tomato seeds that I planted and sprout earlier than that. So we'll keep checking on them and see how they do. Well, that one got 3, so that'll be okay, because I don't think I'm going to dig it out. That one can just have 3 seeds. that seed. And these are actually the seeds I purchased last year that I had left over. But last year we had tried to make like a little greenhouse and put out there, and it just did not work very well. We lost most of the plants we grew. We ended up having to buy pepper plants. And we got some off of it, but then the problem was I think it was too hot. But then something like ate the roots. Okay, so yeah, I didn't need to order more seeds this year. But to make sure I don't lose them, actually I'm going to just fold them down. I'm tired of losing my seeds. And then just take a shot. Now these can go back in the spot, and let me see, they well, it even says on here, peppers often appreciate a bit of afternoon shade during the hottest part of the summer. So I had taken notes on all the seeds I got because I have a horrible memory, so I'm not going to remember what. So for the peppers, sprout in 7 to 14 days, 70 to 80 days to maturity. So in a little over 2 to 3 months, we should have peppers. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. So I'm hoping with me actually starting earlier with planting the seeds and everything, we'll get some. I know it'll slow down during the hottest part of the summer because peppers do not like it hot. Or not as hot as it gets here. So hopefully we'll have some, and then it'll kind of take a break in the middle of the summer when it's the hottest, and then when it starts cooling back down, maybe we'll start getting some more. So we're going to hose it down with our little spray bottle, which I said in my other videos, I love this because I'm not at risk of washing my seeds into the other trays. So let's get our dome. Oh, they're sticking. Put our little light in it. Oh, come on. And then set that on. Okay. It's blending in with my thing, but okay. So I want to make sure I label what we're planting, because this is the 4th tray I'm planting. And after we have some of the micro tom tomatoes, and probably about another week, 2 weeks, I can move them to a bigger pot. I may plant some more peppers. I'm not sure, because by then I'll need to start planting other stuff too. So I'm writing what I'm planting and today's date. So that way I know about when I should see seeds coming up. And also when I should start getting plants, like when they're about mature. But as scattered brain as I am, I just wrote it on the actual roll where it's not even close to being torn off. So instead of wasting tape, I'm going to just rewrite it. That blows. That's why you should always pay attention to what you're doing. And maybe be a little more prepared and have this stuff done before you start filming. So that way you don't look quite as scatterbrained. Okay. Whew. California Wonder Peppers, planted on 2/2/26. And I'm going to tape it. I'll take this one to the side. Actually, no, I want it back on top. So that way when I'm looking at them, I know what's in there. And not having to look at the side. So there's that. So that's it for the California Wonder Peppers. And that's it for this video. Thank you for joining in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned. See how these turn out. Bye, y'all.